In this video, I am going to explain about one of the disk scheduling algorithm, that is CLOOK disk scheduling algorithm. This algorithm is similar to CSCAN disk scheduling algorithm. So all of you first watch that video, then watch this video. Okay, I'll explain this algorithm with the help of an example. We know that hard disk can have many plotters, right? Let us assume that this is a platter. This is a platter. Each plotter has many tracks. So here these are called the circular tracks. On each plotter we can have thousands of tracks. Thousands of circular shaped tracks. These are called tracks on the plotter. So these tracks are numbered from 0 to n. Here we have 200 tracks. So the track numbers are from 0 to 199. Let us assume that this is the arm assembly, this is the arm, and this point is called the read or write head. Okay, so that means if you want to read or write anything into the disk, then you can write in the track number 53, because the read or write head is at track number 53, right? So we can read or write the data only at track number 53 now. If you want to write anything on the track number 199, then you should move the arm assembly. If you move the arm assembly, then it will move the disk arm. Okay, it will move the disk arm to this place. Okay, so now the disk arm at track number 199. That means now you can read or write the data at the track number 199. Here if you observe, the disk arm is moved from 53 to the 199. 53 to the 199. Here the time taken to move the disk arm from 53 to 199 is called the seek time. Okay, so now I'll explain this algorithm with the help of an example. Let us assume that these are the track numbers of input and output request, and head start is at 53. That means read or write head is at 53, track number 53. Okay, first I'll discuss some points about CSCAN, then I'll explain about CLOOK. In the CSCAN disk scheduling algorithm, what it will do is it will move the disk arm in one direction. Okay, so disk arm is at this location, right? So now it will move disk arm towards 199. Okay, while moving disk arm in this direction, it will serve all the requests in its path. Okay, there is a request for 65, so it will serve that request. Then it will serve 67. Then it will serve 98, 122, 124, and 183. Okay, so and then there are no other requests. Then also the CSCAN disk scheduling algorithm will reach end of the last track. Okay, it will reach the last track. After reaching this end, what it will do is, so without serving any request, it will return back to the track number 0. Okay, in the return trip it will not serve any request, right? Then it will reach track number 0. From here now it will move in this direction. That means it will move towards 199. Okay, so while moving towards 199, it will serve all the remaining requests. That means it will serve the request in this order, right? So now CSCAN will make the path like this, from here to here, and from here to here, and from here to here. Okay, so this is the CSCAN. The only difference between CLOOK and CSCAN is it also, these two algorithms works in the similar manner, except only one difference. There is only one difference between CSCAN and CLOOK. In the CLOOK, what we will do is, here also we will start at this point and we will serve all the requests along the path. But after 183, you don't have any other request, right? So in the CLOOK algorithm, it will not force the disk arm to move to till the end of the disk. It will not force the disk arm to move to the end of the plotter. That means there is no need to reach the last track. Okay, so without reaching the end, from here onwards it will change its direction and it will move in this direction. It will move towards 0. Okay. So after reaching this, so in the return trip, it will not serve any other request. Okay, without serving any other request, it will reach to track number 14 because this is the last request in this direction. Okay, after 14 we don't have any other request, right? So it will not reach track number 0. It will come to only track number 14 because this was the last request in the list. So from 14, so it has reached 14 without serving any request. Okay, in the return trip it is not serving any request, and from 14 it has reached 37. Okay, so this is the only difference between cscan and clook. In the cscan, so it will force the disk arm to reach till the end in this direction, and it will force the disk arm to reach this till this end. But in case of clook, what it will do is, so it will not force the disk arm to reach the end. Okay, so the disk arm will be moved only up to 183 track number because this is the last request in this direction. And here also it will not force the disk arm to move to track number 0 because the last request is at 14. So the disk arm will be moved till only 14 track number will be moved to 14 track number, then from 14 to 37. Okay, so here if you observe, so in the clook we are at 53, right? From 53 to 60, so last one is 183. From 53 it will reach 183, then without serving any other request in the return trip it will go to 14. From 14 to again it will serve all the requests like this. Okay, so in this way it will form the circles, right? It will form the circles. So we can also call it as a circular look, or we can call it as clook. Okay, so in order to understand this concept, first you should refer to the cscan algorithm. Okay, so then only you can understand this concept well.